Thank you. So I just want to take this moment to kind of highlight some of the things to the Honorable Minister. I think World Food Safety Day was the 7th of June. So we tried to put this together close to that. So we do run a lot of programs which are consumer awareness. As a business, I think what we are trying to do is providing the service. We realize that in the small and medium, so the large enterprises have their own in-house teams which do their own in-house stuff, but the small and the medium enterprises are the ones that struggle. So then we provide services with them, so we disaggregate and we kind of help them make it affordable. It is not cheap, I wouldn't call it cheap, but it is affordable for them to be able to get access to services like this, so they understand what is there in the ingredient. Since you talked about the ban, we also had some inputs coming. A lot of people came back and asked us to test the products, saying, does this contain the right color? So that has had an effect, where people have come back and tried to comply. So in terms of compliance, I don't think there's a mix of a lot of things. There is the awareness. I think a lot of people are not aware. What I say is FSSAI is a new regulator in that sense, right? We've just been about 14 years. And we're just about barely starting to understand that you need a license. I think a lot of people have just gotten that into the mind just now. So through a lot of knowledge and expertise in the room, we are trying to kind of further this. I specifically want to introduce our mentors for the program, and we would like to request them to come on the stage because they are really the brain power. So we'd request, starting with Dr. Shashikant Kuniga. Sir used to head the corporate quality function at Britannia before he joined the CII, and then he's now been helping us with some of these. Dr. Lalita Gowda ma'am, so she's a chief scientist. She's a rad chief scientist at CFTRI, as in the biggest brand that we have for food and safety and regulation and compliance. She's our guiding force in all of our regulatory and compliance things. Dr. Balkumar Marti, he couldn't come here. He felt unwell. Hopefully it was not because of food poisoning. he did try, he said that, but he wasn't very well, so he couldn't make it. And finally, Srinivas K.R., we'd like to invite you to kind of... So Srinivas K.R. is the Vice President of Corporate Quality at Metro Cash and Carry. And last but not least, Dr. Mridul Salgame. So ma'am was on the FSSAI panel for regulatory standards, expert committee panel. Of course, she's one of the pioneers in this space. Anybody's learned consulting, they would have met her sometime or the other for sure. So she started IAD-FACT. For people who are in Bangalore, they would know the lab very well. So ma'am is founder of that. So I just wanted to kind of have everybody on stage to make sure that it is really their energy and brain which makes this happen. We are just here as a channel trying to kind of bring everybody together. So a huge round of applause for everybody on here. And we just requested the Honorable Minister if he would take questions. He agreed. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions. He says he's not a technical expert, so don't ask him technical questions. But otherwise, you can ask him. Do not ask him things about what was the color that went inside the candy. I will rule that out. He said it's carcinogenic, and we all agree it's carcinogenic. But other questions, yeah. Romin. So we have a very, very knowledgeable